So today I'm 30, dirty 30. I mean, I'm clean, I took a shower, but you know what I mean. So I thought I'd do the 30 things that I have learned in 30 years video. I have them all written down because when you turn 30, your memory starts to go, or at least that's what I hear. So the first thing is that faith is really important. When I was younger, I was not a person of faith, and it doesn't even have to be faith in God, just like faith that there's something bigger than you that's gonna have your back is really, really important, especially as you get older, you have godchildren, you think about having children. That's something that I have learned over the years. The next is that it's okay to say no. Stop saying yes to shit that you hate. Like, it really, stop saying yes to things you just don't want to do. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. It's okay to say no. No. And on the opposite end, say yes to the things that scare you. I feel like everything that's been really worthwhile in my life initially scared me. I know, very cliche, but it has, and I would have missed out on so many things, even something as little as like pole dancing, that I would have initially been like, no, not gonna do that. I said yes, and I went, and it was like one of the best things I've done. It bonded me with one of my friends, Stacy, in a way that I haven't bonded with any of my other friends. So say yes to things that you are a little bit hesitant about more often. The next thing is enjoy being single if you can. I know a lot of people are like serial monogamist, but if you are not in a relationship, really enjoy this time. I grew so much when I was single. I got to know myself. I became like the strongest woman ever when I was single. And if I would have been in a relationship all of that time, I don't know if I would be who I am now. So really enjoy getting to know yourself, getting to know what you really like, who you really are, if you have that opportunity. The next thing that I learned is being embarrassed is a waste of time and energy. There's so many things that have happened in my life and that I've done in my life that could be perceived as embarrassing, but really it's a waste of time, and you miss out on so many great things because you're afraid of embarrassing yourself. So if that sounds like you, just stop it. Just do things, experience life, because as far as we know, there's only one of them. The next thing is touch people more often in a non sexual way. What I mean is, I feel like hold hands with your friends and give your friend a little one of these on the back, and just physical touch is so amazing, and it makes other people feel good too. And I know we're not talking about like going into consent culture and all of this. I'm just talking about with your friends and the people that are close to you. Touch is a great way to show love. So hug those people close to you, give them little kisses on the cheeks, hold hands, you know, give those like reassuring embraces to the people around you that you love. This one I've learned the hard way. Set timers when you're cooking. Just do it. I'm the queen of forgetting something's in the oven or something's on the stove. Look at the box of pasta, see how long it tells you to cook it, set the timer, walk away. Just do it. Number 8 is never forget where you came from. I came from very humble beginnings, and I remember that all the time. It helps me save lots of money, and it helps me be smart with my finances. Sometimes your past is just the reminder you need to make sure that you're headed down the right path. So just never forget who you are and where you came from. It's all very important. Your first instinct is what you're conditioned to believe, and your second thought is what you really believe. So if you see a girl walking down the street in shorts and her booty cheeks are hanging out the bottom, you're like, why is she dressed like that? That's what you're conditioned to believe. And then what do you think straight after? It's like, she looks really good. You know, that's what you really feel. So when you catch yourself thinking something negative about someone else, know that that's what you're conditioned to believe, and then listen to that after voice, because that's what you really feel. 9 is you don't always have to know what to do. There's lots of situations that will arise in your life where you have no clue what the heck you should do. But I feel like knowing what you should do is less important than knowing what you shouldn't do. And we all know we shouldn't lie, right? And that includes if someone asks how you are, don't lie about your feelings. Don't say I'm good. Say, you know what, I'm having a really shitty time, I'm really struggling with finances, whatever it is. Don't lie, because you never know who might be your lifeline. So that's very important. I know that I'm never going to steal. This is the thing, when we're having a really hard time, we tend to lash out on other people. So I'm never going to steal someone else's joy just because I'm having a really rough time. I'm also never going to forget, like I said, where I came from, who I am, what I believe in, what I stand for, who my parents raised me to be. I'm never going to forget those things no matter what situation I'm in. I'm never going to sabotage myself. And when I feel myself doing it, I'm going to stop it. I'm never going to wallow. I am a firm believer in feel your feelings, really feel them, but don't stay in them for too long. Feel them so that you can come out of the other side. And I'm never going to give up. Those are the things I'm not going to do. So like I said, knowing what to do is less important than knowing what not to do. So don't lie. Don't steal people's joy. Don't wallow. Don't forget who you are, what you came from, what you believe in. Don't sabotage yourself. So just know what not to do in situations. Much more important. Bless you, Nicole. It's okay if you lose friends. Bless you. Princess, you sneezing? Oh my goodness. Get a dog. But, you okay? She hasn't had her Benadryl today, so she's snorting. What was I saying? Oh, you might lose friends. It's okay. It's normal to grow out of relationships. It's normal for relationships to change, for you to be best friends with someone for 10 years. Then maybe the next few years, you guys only talk a few times a year. Maybe you guys have all changed, and it's cliche as it sounds. Some people are in your life for a reason. Some people in your life for a season. It's okay. Just let relationships evolve and don't try to cling to things that aren't meant to be. I've learned that things that happen to me are not a reflection of me or on me, and that it's really unhealthy to attach things that are out of your control to your character. Just because you grew up in dirt doesn't mean that you are dirty. Just because you end up in a bad situation doesn't mean that you are a failure or whatever it is. Losing weight is not the most impressive thing I can do. For a long time, I felt like this. Not for a long time, but for a few years, I really felt like I just had to lose weight. Like everything would change when I lost weight. And I can tell you, the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years have been the most amazing years of my life. I've accomplished the most. I have impacted people the most. I've learned the most, and none of that had anything to do with my body. So losing weight can be great if it's something that you want to do, but it's not the most impressive thing you can do. You can do most things if you just get out of your head. A lot of times we spend so much time in our head that we think we can't do things, but I've done so many things that I did not think were possible. Some physical, non-physical, like it can be following your dreams, whatever it is, starting your own business, going back to school, whatever you think you can do, you probably can. But you got to get out of your head so that you can actually start the process. Number 14 is to give. Give back to your community, give your time, just give. It feels really good to give. And something that I've learned over the years is give and don't tell anyone. It feels so good to give and not like brag about it. Not that it's bragging, it's fine to tell, but something feels so sacred and special about giving and just knowing that you gave. So try that. If you see someone homeless, give them something and don't tell anyone about it later. Just let it be your little special thing. Number 15 is to move your body. It doesn't have to be for anything specific, but just moving my body is such a wonderful way to get rid of stress, to feel accomplishment. So much comes out of movement, dancing like no one's looking. Just find some form of movement that you love. There doesn't have to be a goal attached to it. Just find it and do it, and let me know how you feel later. Number 16 is teach everything that you know. You're not here forever. None of us are here forever. I could get hit by a bus later, hoping not to, but I could. And I would have total peace knowing that I have taught someone in my life everything that I know, because we get so caught up in competition that we don't think about building each other up, and you teaching someone what you know isn't going to block your blessings. It's just going to enhance them. So teach everything that you know. Credit is super important. Do not run up credit cards. Do not take out unnecessary credit. Hold your credit score close to your heart. If you don't know anything about credit, like my parents didn't teach me a lot about credit, I had to learn about it like into adulthood, but I have a fantastic credit score and I have a very healthy financial relationship. Your worthiness in this country is based on your credit, and I hate to say it, but it is. If you want anything in this world, you need good credit to have it in most instances. So be smart with your credit, be smart with credit cards, be smart with your finances. I can't say it enough. Credit is very, very, very important. The next one is second chances are okay. You should always give people a second chance if they have shown that they have made changes, or you see something different in them, or if your heart is telling you to. Try to give second chances. The next thing, number 19, is you don't need everyone to like you. Not everyone in this world is gonna like you, and your goal should not be to make everyone like you. My mom says something, I can't remember, if everyone in the world wanted to be your friend, you wouldn't have time to nurture relationships or get to know yourself, something like that. Basically, like, you don't have time to be friends with everyone. I don't know exactly what the saying is, but really, everyone's not gonna like you, and that's okay. Some people are for some people, and some people aren't for some people, and it's fine. It's fine. Trust me. Oh, the next one says sodium turns you into a hot air balloon. So basically, once I turn 29, like, if I eat sodium, I wake up and I feel like a blimp the next day. I know some people already think I'm a blimp, but like, my hands feel puffy, my feet, my legs, everything just feels like swollen. So the things that you may be able to eat may change as you get older. I used to hear people that were older than me say it, like, oh, I can't eat that, this gives me indigestion, this gives me heartburn, this blah blah blah. It's true. And sodium clearly, apparently, turns me into a hot air balloon. Move if you have the opportunity to. That is number 21. I really think everyone should have, I said this last year too on my birthday, one big move in your life. Having to make new friends, having to start over fresh is something that everyone should have to do. I did it when I moved from Colorado to Texas, and then I moved to California and moved back, and I plan on moving again next year or the year after. But everyone should have one big move in your life. Having to make friends as an adult here in Texas was so different than making friends in like high school, and having to just like navigate the world without my parents being here and everything. I grew so much, and I was forced to learn because there was no one here to catch me. So move if you have the opportunity to. Number 22 is do things you love even if you're not good at them, which kind of sounds similar to do things that you're afraid of, but it's totally different. So I've always said I'm not a good dancer at all. Like, I can catch on to a few 8 counts, but beyond that, no. But I dance all the time when I can, when my ankle's not hurt, because I love it. And if you're not good at singing but you love to sing, sing anyway. Just do things that make you happy even if you're not good at them. You don't have to be a master at something. You don't have to be a master at makeup to play in makeup and try to create new looks. Just do things that you really like, even if you're not good at them, even if you feel like you're going to be embarrassed. Just do things that you love. Number 23 is laugh. Laugh often. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at funny things. Watch comedy. Just laugh. When you laugh, it makes other people laugh, and we all need more laughter and more happiness in this world. So laugh often. Number 24 is to compliment people. It makes me feel so good when I compliment someone else, and I'm sure it makes them feel good too. So all of the time, even my friends comment on it. When I'm out in public, I tell people all the time, you have a great sense of style. I love that dress. Where did you get them? You're so beautiful. You have amazing lips. I love your eye makeup today. I compliment people all the time, and I can tell that it makes them feel great, and it makes me feel good too. So compliment people more often. Number 25 is to keep learning. You're never too old to continue to learn. I have multiple memberships to multiple platforms that are dedicated to just learning new skills. And this video is sponsored, just kidding, by Skillshare. No, it's not at all. But I use lynda.com. It's Lynda. I learn lots of new things from there. I'm constantly watching YouTube tutorials, taking webinars, learning things. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste, so always continue to expand it. Listen to Audible, read books, keep learning. Number 26 is get lost in conversation. We are in a generation where we get stuck in our phones, and that's fine. But if you're having a great conversation on social media, keep it going. That may end up being one of your best friends. I talk to random people in the store all of the time. I'm a conversation magnet, and I never try to run away from them. I just talk for as long as the person wants to talk. And I've learned things about people that I never thought I've learned. I've just made fun little connections. I've learned little fun facts that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. So just get lost in conversation more often. And that was number 26. So the next 4, you guys already know them. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, practice unconditional compassion, but don't take shit from anyone. I love you guys endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. I'll talk to you really, really soon. Bye.